Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi has held a press conference on the sidelines of the 4th session of the 13th National People's Congress. He briefed the media on China's foreign policy and foreign relations.
We stood firm against hegemony, high-handedness and bullying and rejected outright interference in China's domestic affairs. China's sovereignty is not to be infringed upon, and the dignity of the Chinese nation is not to be trifled with. The legitimate rights of the Chinese people shall be upheld. A compassionate, committed and responsible China that stands by principles will bring more warmth and hope to the world and lend more confidence and strength to the pursuit of development for all.
Wang Yi also stressed the necessity and significance of improving Hong Kong's electoral system.
The move to improve Hong Kong's electoral system and ensure patriots administering Hong Kong is necessitated by the need to advance one country, two systems course and maintain long-term stability in Hong Kong. It is a constitutional power and responsibility of the NPC and is totally constitutional, lawful and justified. Loyalty to the motherland is a basic political ethic of all public office holders and aspirants. This is a requirement anywhere in the world. Hong Kong is no exception. How can we expect someone who does not love his motherland to truly love Hong Kong? Loving Hong Kong and loving the motherland are consistent requirements.
And speaking of China-US relations, Wang Yi called for candid communication between the two sides to prevent strategic miscalculation and avoid conflict and confrontation.
For quite some time, the United States has been willfully interfering in other countries' internal affairs in the name of democracy and human rights. This has created lots of trouble in the world and, in some cases, turbulence and conflict. It is important that the United States recognizes this as soon as possible. Otherwise, the world will remain far from tranquility. We hope that the United States will move in the same direction and remove all its unreasonable restrictions on bilateral cooperation as early as possible, not create new obstacles.
For more on this, Cao Bing joins us now live from Beijing. Thank you for joining us. Now, could you give us a bit more analysis? What were the major highlights of Foreign Minister Wang Yi's address?
Yes, Beatrice, Chinese State Councillor and Foreign Minister Wang Yi has just met the press, as you said. Still, as a measure of epidemic prevention and control, the conference was held online and reporters were able to talk to the Foreign Minister in real time through a video link at the media center. This is actually the 8th year that Wang Yi meets the press on the sidelines of the annual gathering of the National People's Congress. He said China was a responsible member of the international community in the global fight against COVID-19 and will continue working with other countries in the battle against the coronavirus. Talking about Hong Kong Special Administrative Region, he said improving the electoral system and implementing the principle of patriots administering Hong Kong is constitutional, legitimate and reasonable. He said electoral reforms are in line with the one country, two systems principles, and the loving Hong Kong and being a patriot is the same thing. On China-US relations, as you said, Wang Yi said as two countries with different systems, differences and disagreements naturally exist. But what's important is to manage them well through communication to prevent miscalculation, conflict and confrontation.
Well, China and Africa have had close cooperation for many years. Was there any specific mention about Africa, and what should we expect here in Africa about China-Africa relations to be like going forward?
Beatrice, when asked about China-Africa cooperation, Wang Yi said, China and Africa enjoy a profound relationship, which is growing even stronger as time goes by. Over the past 2 decades, bilateral trade has increased by 20 times, and China's direct investment in Africa has grown by 100 times. Over the past year, China has been supporting Africa to fight against the COVID-19 and strengthening public health. One side, China has provided close to 120 batches of emergency supplies to Africa and sent medical expert teams to 15 African countries. He also said China is providing COVID vaccines to 35 African countries and the AU Commission. Wang added that China will keep supporting the continent to enhance industrial development, embrace economic globalization, and find political solutions to maintain peace and stability. He said China will work with Africa to pursue a high-quality cooperation and build an even stronger community of a shared future. Back to you, Beatrice.
All right, Cao Bing joining us there live from Beijing. Thank you.